The hate army troll.
It's the hate army, bro.
The hate army, that guy.
Hate army.
Hate army general. Good vibes to the hate army.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out for hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out for hate.
Right? So, like, okay, I want to go to E3. I don't really care about this Hawken game, I'll be honest. I really don't give two shits about it. But if I play it and it's not bad, and I promote it, I make some money, this is a win-win for everyone, all right? However, at the time, I absolutely positively wanted John Rambo to go to E3 with me, okay? He is someone who, at that point in my life, had been my friend for many years. He had been a Street Fighter companion and fellow fighter and trainee. Like, we trained up in Street Fighter together. And traveled the country playing competitive Street Fighter. Then on YouTube, we were making content every week. I wanted John to be there at E3 with me, all right? Now, we basically had to bullshit Machinima, all right? I'm not going to lie. I'm going to tell you the true story now. This was bullshit. We wanted to make up a story with Machinima, all right, to get a reason for him to come with me. Now, at the time, I had a very bad back injury. And, you know, it's still true. Like, I'm still right now. I still had that back injury. It's just that over time, it got much better. But back then, my back injury was pretty bad. I was a little overweight, way heavier than I am now. And if I was on my feet or carrying heavy things for an extended period of time, I would have pain. I would have shooting pain, numbness in my back. At the point, I actually had a back stretcher device at my house where I would try to decompress my back to basically alleviate the pain. Now, here's the deal. Could I have gone to E3 myself, driven myself around, done everything myself? Probably yes. Would it have been stressful? Abso-freaking-lutely. For me, I mean, with my back, I actually hadn't driven on the highway for 5 years at that point. I'm serious. Like in 2007, when my back injury was first diagnosed, I was driving on the highway and I got spasms in my back. I had a panic attack on the highway. I pulled over, almost passed out. And since then, I've never driven on the highway. I'm serious. Like, I just haven't ever driven on the highway since 2007. Luckily, I haven't needed to. All right? It hasn't really been a reason. But if I'm going to be in LA for E3, I'm going to have to drive around in crazy traffic and everything, you know? And, wow, someone just said laughing my ass off. Yeah, well, I'm laughing my ass off because I'm banning your fucking ass. You think that's funny? You think it's funny that someone has a debilitating back injury causing them back spasms and pain, they lose control of the car, have a panic attack. You think that's funny? Well, that was hilarious. You're banned for life, fuckface. Let's continue. So anyway, I knew that kind of getting around LA by myself, I could do it, but I probably wouldn't take the highway, meaning I was going to have to drive on side roads and everything. It was going to be a nightmare to drive around. So at the time, again, I was doing weekly co-op with John Rambo, and I said to John, would you like to go to E3? And he's like, of course I would like to go to E3, but how would we make that happen? And I said, well, they're already sending me. So if they're sending me, right, if that's the case, why not spin it that you're my cameraman? And you got to be with me because I got a back injury, and for me to carry around heavy stuff and to be filming and to be driving, it's going to be too much of a, you know, a freaking risk or a liability. And that if you came with me, right, that then everything would be fine. And he's like, well, I don't know. I would love to do it, but if you can figure it out. So I schmoozed Machinima a bit. I said, listen, he's my buddy. He's the guy I do gameplay with every week. I really would love to have him there with me. He would help the trip amazingly if he could drive around and film and everything. So they said yes, but I got to pay for his whole way. So I had to pay for the hotel for him. Of course, they were already paying for the hotel for one of us. So really, that was not a big deal. But I had to pay for his plane ticket. Obviously, I had to pay for his food and everything, the whole trip. Everything was I had to pay for. While some things were covered under Machinima, I had to pay for everything else. Okay? But they got him an E3 badge. All right?
Tipping me helps me more than anything.